Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermind server. Today, I am joined by One Wolf.
Hello!
How you doing, Mr. One Wolf?
And once again, I'm confounded by half slabs.
I've been very busy, very busy. I had a crazy idea, and Wolfie has managed to put it into some form of practice. He's come up with how to lay it all out. I had been scratching my head over this for ages and ages, and he just comes along and spends half an hour just laying some blocks out for me, getting it all laid out right, and I'm quite happy with the layout.
Half an hour is more like 5 minutes.
5 minutes of actually laying blocks, half an hour of getting here and getting the materials.
Yeah, I was all the way on the other side of the server. But yeah, if you thought circles were hard to do in Minecraft, try triangles.
Triangles.
Oh man.
Triangles and star shapes. This is actually a 5-pointed star, otherwise known as a pentagram. You're not 100% happy with the top point of the pentagram being unequal to the other points, but
Yeah, it's very lopsided.
it's Minecraft, and that's the best we can possibly do it, and it looks pretty awesome as it is. So we got the top point of the 5-pointed star goes out to that point, that point, that point, and that point, and they all look very even. They all flow nicely across the floor at the minute. However, the idea is to have it flowing through the ceiling of the nether. So that is what we've got to rectify a little ways. And to do that, we also had Lapis over earlier, and she brought a load of dyes. Gathered a load of sunflowers and all that. And we was looking at doing different coloured glass as like where the netherrack's laid out at the minute. We're going to do it on the ceiling of. And the glass was like the key thing to hold back the lava. However, we tried a few bits. The lava, yes.
But we were going to do this with redstone and lamps and... Just kidding.
Unfortunately, the coloured glass that we tried just didn't really give it that, like, the glow. The natural glow you get from lava was kind of polluted by the coloured glass, I felt. Yellow allowed it to shine through quite a lot. Red dulled it down, and orange was sort of like nullifying it, making it more of a monotone instead of a bright, shiny tone. If that's even a thing.
Monostable circuit.
A monostable... You and your redstone. Yeah. So, we have come up with the solution of just using plain glass and seeing how that looks once the star is in place, and then putting some lava above it, or just torches, or lighting netherrack, or any means of generating light from it, and see how that goes. So first up, we're gonna mess around with a few of these angles and try and duplicate them on the ceiling. Decided to go a few blocks up because, well, we can't go any higher than the bedrock, and we need to be able to walk around above here to place blocks. So that's like the first part of the puzzle. I'm using Silk Touch on this glass, but I'm not even going to be able to collect it. Never mind. And we're going to fill in with nether brick the areas around it, so that the lava can flow on top of it all and shine through the glass. That's the plan. And now I've got to carefully follow your very accurate star.
Which leg are you on?
The one with glass and nether brick. I'm sort of working around the middle, I think. I feel like I'm doing a middle section at the minute.
Oh. You're on that...
This section over here, yeah.
Really should have started from over there.
I will work to that, don't worry. I'll work to it.
What you're on is a 6 leg.
A 6 leg. What is
So
a
from-
6 leg?
From this point, where I'm standing, take a look, see where I'm standing?
Yes?
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And then 2.
And then you go
6.
over 1, and then it's 6.
Okay.
So it's 6. Put 1 next door. Start counting 1 again. because I was screwing up my count. I would go 6, and then I'd go one over, and then I'd start 1 again here, which is not right.
Aha.
So that's why I was having to recount, and why Lapis kept screwing me up.
Well, we kept talking to you while you were counting. And keep throwing in like 29, 4, 2. just to spoil things for you. But you were doing such a great job. We had to shut up in the end and just let you get on with it. Yeah, so 6 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then move across 1 and 6. And the whole leg is like that, is it?
Yes.
That's cool to know. Okay,
All the way down, except at the starting point up here by the flat piece.
Which is where 2 lines meet, and it makes it slightly more difficult to join the 2 together, yeah?
Yeah, so you would have to look down on the floor to get it to line up, but everything else is just going to be 6 go over 1, 6 go over 1.
I actually feel like I'm just looking at the floor anyway, really, because, well, it's there, right below me. So I'm kind of just following the floor pattern anyway.
Whatever helps.
And goes there. And there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looking at the 4 is probably better than counting with Nemson.
Counting with Nemson is not my most favoured video content. It happens quite a lot, though. It has to be done. And projects like this, I'm sure there's some viewers somewhere, please leave your names down below so I can shame you, that like to know how these things are planned out. So that is kind of what we're doing here. Wolfie has kindly planned it all out, and now I'm going over it, and you're explaining how it works, and our viewers can now copy if they need to ever do such a thing in their life ever. If anyone's ever crazy enough to do this kind of build ever and wants to recreate the Hypermind Nether Hub, then they will understand the dimensions and how it at least functions. I've been over circles, and now we're doing stars today. Stars with Nemson and Wolfie.
There you go. Yeah, the thing is that if the circle, if the diameter of the circle is different at all, it's going to change up the angles entirely.
If the dimension of the circle changes, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know exactly how big your circle is. I totally forgot.
It is 64 blocks from the center.
Ah!
64 block radius.
Just threw a stack of glass down on the floor.
And it's not that hard to get. There was Owl's Desert Paradise. I went there, and literally it took me 5 minutes to gather an inventory full. Oh, and here's Condrick.
Yeah, a lot of us are building out of glass these days. It happens to be popular in modern builds for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, having glass everywhere is kind of like skyscrapers. If you work in a big city or you live anywhere near a big city, the building style has got lots of glass. And all these modern houses that people have out in the countryside and out on the outskirts of towns and places, these modern builds tend to have lots of big windows so that they can have big cinematic views. Cinematic? Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Surround sound windows.
Surround sound ceramic windows. Yeah.
That's great.
You could patent some of these ideas I'm coming up with here. Surround sound windows.
I have to talk to Dolby about that one.
Dolby surround sound windows.
There you go.
Right, so that's the first stage. I want to just sort of have a look from down below, show the viewers from down here, because this is taking a while, and obviously we've only got one episode to show off things. We are going to get together again later in the week to do some more recording, so that we can have sort of like a finishing touches to it and all that.
Hopefully my record button works this time.
Yeah, so the next part of this tale will be on Wolfie's channel. I'm still not 100% sure on the materials we're using. I like the idea, and I've had this idea in my head for a long time, You are now helping me to bring it out and put it into a Minecraft world, but I'm hoping that it's not going to go completely all wrong and I'm going to hate it and have to rip it all down and start again with a new idea. We shall see. We shall see. It also kind of depends on how much time we've got to do these things as to whether or not I'm planning on ripping it back down again afterwards.
That's why a lot of ugly buildings remain,
yeah.
is because we didn't really have time to tear it down and build it over.
I was like, well, I've recorded now. It's too late. I can't change it. It's happened. We're also getting very close to the wither killing area over here, aren't we? Do I go through it or under it? Did I miss it? Yeah, you kind of miss it. That's okay.
Because
we're only really going
something
underneath the
that
stairwell.
absolutely cannot be moved.
Well,
because
it's the one, or there's only like 3 or 4 spots in the Nether where it's possible, isn't it?
the entire world, there's only a couple of spots. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them's by spawn, which is this one here. And the other ones, I wouldn't know where to find them, but still.
Either. I just know that there's a limited.
Yeah. Putting lava in the way of this is possibly not going to be a thing either. So we're going to have to move the stairwell to the wither killer, but that's not a big deal. So long as the spot to kill withers is in the right place, we can have stairs going wherever.
Yeah, I would think moving the path to get there is fine, but
Yeah, because we're about to cross the path here.
the machine itself, the bot itself, is not movable.
The immovable spot. And then
Unless you have a way to move bedrock.
not in this version of Minecraft, as far as I know. There have been ways to do stuff before, but they keep removing them. They keep calling them bugs and getting them out of the game for some reason. I don't know why they keep doing it.
It's not a bug, it's a
feature.
feature.
Yeah, exactly. They put it in the game, it's a feature. If it stops you playing the game, it's a bug. Might be able to get a bit of lava on this side as well, because there's already nether rack holding it all back as well. So that might be a thing that we can show off what it's going to look like in the end as well.
But we're in the nether.
Oh yeah, yeah, funny. Okay, I've got to break this all down to get through this way now. And I should be joining up with yours now soon.
I keep bugging Jan about that, but you weren't in the end when you died.
I've not seen Jan die a lot. Considering she says she always dies in the end, I've not seen her die much at all.
Yeah, do you have Silk Touch?
I do have Silk Touch, yes.
Oh, never mind. I've got it.
You got it covered.
Because I just laid all this glass down wrong.
Oh dear. Hopefully I didn't. I haven't got. Well, I've got an excuse more than you, I suppose, because you made the original
if you were
plan.
following the floor, you probably did it better than me, because I was just counting. I miscounted in one place.
And got a ton wrong. Yeah, I'm following the floor tiles. Hopefully, I'm not looking at them at a strange angle. Hey,
okay, I miscounted in more than one place.
Hi, how you doing? So yeah, we are getting there.
Go by.
We are getting there, and then we'll quickly put some lava down to show the viewers, and then we'll skip away from this. And I've got something I want to show the viewers, and you haven't seen it yet either, because well, you generally watch my episodes, and so you will get to be able to see it firsthand.
Woohoo!
I have done a little bit more work to my fortress. I'm just keen on getting the whole outside battlements and turrets and stuff sorted out.
Turrets even, wow.
Turrets, yes. I want to put gas in turrets. There's a thing. I do. I want to put some gas in turrets.
Sounds ghastly.
Ghastly, yeah. I want to defend the place well. Right, so if this is like kind of filled in. I just want to fill in this section over here. You've got that bit done. Don't worry about the nether rack. We'll leave the nether rack for... Wait. We'll leave the nether rack for now. But I just wanted to pour some lava on it and see what it looks like from downstairs. I guess we should choose an area that's all nether brick rather than nether rack. Which would be over here, I guess. Let me just pull this a bit further this way so the lava won't fall off. Because I don't want to mess with lava everywhere. That's what we're trying to avoid.
So what I was thinking is, with the way that we've got it laid out now, you can just dump lava. I mean, on my side, you just dump lava and let it pool. But where you've got it over there, you're going to have to control it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from... If we're taking a look from down there, I want to see the nether brick, not the nether rack. So it's against the final colour scheme, as it were. The final look of the place is going to be right. So just put a few blocks in this direction, and then put some lava down and hope it doesn't spread too far. We should be okay. Let's just place it this way. How far does lava spread these days? Is it 5
in the
blocks?
nether?
Yeah. Or is it the same as water these days?
Should be roughly the same as water when it's in the nether.
Okay. Watch yourself then. Let's see how far it spreads over this. Does it spread far enough? Yes.
Yeah, it spreads quite a ways.
Okay, so I'm going to have a look at that from downstairs and see if it pops out enough glow, and then we can carry it on all the way around. Otherwise, there may be something else that we need to do to make it pop a little better. Well, not being able to see it is possibly the first sign that it doesn't work. I need to get through here. There we go.
Are you not seeing it?
I'm seeing it, but it's not glowing as such. It's not very glowy, is it? When everything's darkened, maybe.
Yeah. If we were farther down below, if
it would
we
look
were all the
better
way
from
down
here.
at where the skull is,
Yeah.
it would really stand out.
Well, we are thinking
Because
about
we're so
removing all of
close
this
to it?
central area. The square that this is surrounding, everything below the internal part of the square has already been removed. We literally
inside here.
Yeah, in the inside of this big rectangle
Okay.
has already been removed down below. So it's only a few blocks to remove to make it so that we can see from down there. But still, maybe there's something else we need to put next to it. Maybe the lava does give the light source, but maybe we need to use something similar to lava. Maybe a sandstone or something like that. Like the red sandstone or something. As like a highlighter all the way down the sides of the glass.
Sure.
And then you get the glow from the lava, but you get the highlight of the overall, what you're trying to achieve. The colour of the pentagram is more colour than glass, if you see what I mean.
And then if you're gonna put it next to sandstone or red sandstone, you're definitely gonna want to use colored glass.
Yeah, so then maybe use the
will-
orange, yeah.
White glass will.
So we'll do some more experimenting of that a bit later on. And then try and finish it up before Wolfie starts recording on Wednesday. So, you're going to move the lava. I want to go and show you remove the lava. Good. Now, to show you what I've been doing on the base side, the turrets of the fort and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, is that where we're going now?
Yeah, that away. Good drop down.
I did.
You break your legs or your boots.
I didn't even take any damage.
Feather falling for the win.
But they're falling 4.
Okay. There you fall. This time don't fall on my head. Thank you. It's the last time you broke your legs falling on my head. There you go. Should be safe. Hey, Tobury. There you go. All good.
I think I was holding shift last time. That's why.
Ah, that'll be it. Okay. It's quite a long way down. So this is the outside design that I showed off in the... I think it was last episode I showed this off.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, we got that going on. Gas. Shot on. They don't stand a chance.
I did have some design points, but we can discuss those later.
Okay, yeah. I'm all ears. So I've done like this little battlement area around the top, which is
Oh, that
the
looks
cyan
nice.
clay with fence posts on. And that goes all the way around the fortification. So that whole level has that cyan clay with fence posts against it, all the way around the top, to kind of give that top layer a little bit of a poke out and show out what's going on. But the actual on the roof of the building is where I've done most of the work, just to tie it all in. I've made like a battlement that pigmen can spawn on, and
Okay.
I'm trying to make it so that the pigmen can't get into my base, but the pigmen can be stuck on the battlements all the time.
Nice.
So it looks like pigmen are patrolling my battlements. So
Like you have over here.
this big wall over here with spawning ground for pigmen on the outside edge, but half slabs on the inside. Yeah.
Yeah, how do we get out there?
Well, there's these
Oh,
few,
hey.
few blocks here because I'm not planning on having any doors to the battlements.
Big men shouldn't be able to open doors.
Well, I don't want any sort of access to and from the battlements, really. I'm just going to let the pigmen have it.
Nice.
So I've gone round with that design round there with the, the fences against this clay on this level, and then it's half slabs and stairs all the way around the edge to give the battlement feel. The battlement
Looks pretty
feel.
nice from over here.
Well, I'm glad you think so, because it took me a little while to figure out what I wanted to do, and then it took me like 5 minutes to duplicate it.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about designing, isn't it? It takes you ages to get the first design, and then 5 minutes to finish it off.
What's with the coal blocks?
They're just points of interest every now and again. I was trying to add in something else rather than it just being nether brick. And it's occasional points of interest. That's all that is. Don't know if I'm going to keep them or whether I'm going to add more or whether I'm going to do something else, but they're there for now. Points of interest around the place.
It'd be like a random smattering of quartz ore.
Quartz
place.
ore, yeah, that's another
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, or maybe the odd bit of glowstone hanging from it, like that kind of crystallizes in the nether, doesn't it? It grows in the nether. Maybe make it look like that. I was also thinking of having like soul sand, like moldy tree type things floating down, but I haven't decided on all of the design features yet. This is just
You
as
really
far as I
miss
got.
that modded nether, don't you? With
The
their
modded
upside
nether,
down trees.
upside down trees, yeah. And another idea I was having today was to make it so that instead of having it like looking like a castle, that I now make it look like that one battlement is wrapped around a great big like rocky stalagmite coming down, or stalactite coming down and going up between the two. So it'd be like one great big, huge rocky outcropping in the nether with this fortress wrapped around it.
That's gonna be a lot of work.
Well, I only have to do the outside edge of the nether rack, and down below it there's a bit of a drop, but still I've got to do a little bit down there to fill in. It's currently overhanging a lava pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted it to be a mountain in the nether, and it's sitting on top of the mountain, so I'd have quite a bit of wall work, as it were, because the inside needs to be hollow anyway, because I want to put all sorts of traps and dungeon-like corridors and things inside there for people to try and get in and compete against each other to see who can get through it the fastest without dying and all that kind of stuff.
Like its own little mini game.
It's going to be a little mini game, yeah. You've seen the safe route through the Woolivator. As long as you don't press shift, it's a safe
Wow, the
route.
skull looks really creepy from over here.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? And yeah, I'm hoping that all of the netherrack around this area will eventually get taken down. It's a long-term thing, but eventually get taken down, so it's sort of like standing out in the middle of lava lakes of the nether. That's a lot of work. I know.
Sure, I've got a pickaxe for hire.
Pickaxe for hire, yeah? Have you got 15 pickaxes? Because I've gone through so many pickaxes. Wow, so many pickaxes. Just clearing out around the roof of the nether around there so that you can see the skull from here.
Unfortunately, digging in the nether doesn't return you any rewards like digging under
Underground.
the main city. I dig a lot under there, and I get diamonds and iron and all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of cool stuff, yeah.
But
I
you dig
just get
here,
quartz.
you get nothing.
I get quartz.
Yeah, quartz.
Lots and lots of quartz. I've got blocks of quartz, stacks of the stuff. Tons of it. I think... Yeah, I got 2.5 stacks of quartz blocks in my ender chest ready. And random blocks floating around all over the place as well. But yeah, that is coming along. The place is coming along nicely. Thieving Git still should be moving around. I think a pigman stood on the track earlier and stopped him. Just like that, yeah. Just like that. Thieving Git. I've actually got a plan for Thieving Git now.
Nice.
I'm going to keep him in here. I might even make it so it looks a little bit more like a miniature railway, that with a little pigman just going around it and around it and around it in here. Just a little bit of scenery, almost like a moving painting on this particular wall. That's a plan for later. But the main plan is all the pigmen that are going to be around and about the fortress, and all in the lower levels, in all the dungeons and areas where pigmen can spawn naturally. Well, when somebody's attempting to get through the fortress and through all the traps and all that, I'm just going to come along and I'm just going to poke him. And I'm just going to hit him every now and again, just give him a quick punch. Thieving Git, and then all of the pigmen in the fortress will be aggroed against the people who are invading, and they'll have to get through the pigmen as well.
Against you.
They aggro against all players. And I'll be nice and safe in my half-slabbed room up here, waiting for people to die below me.
Oh.
Evil plan.
Yeah, that you could do that, and it would affect the hub too.
I know.
You're so close to the hub.
I have already destroyed all pigmen in the nether several times by setting off some TNT, and one pigman will just wander across, walk into the TNT blast, and then all of them need killing. So I'll go around and quickly kill them all, and then everything's fine again. Or Prezzy's logged in on another part of the nether, so I log out, and all my pigmen disappear. And I come back in a bit later on, and it's fine.
No, that works.
That works as well, yeah. But that's it.
Well,
that's all I've got to show. Yeah, that's the extent. Yeah, that's the Iron Farm portal. I don't know where I'm going to move that, or if I even can. I don't think I can.
I wouldn't even suggest.
I'll probably just put it on its own little island in the middle of everything and just leave it there. Because no one really needs to go through it in and out of it, do they? But it might be a way to get to other things.
If you're going to clear out all this netherrack, you could make that look like a floating skull of some kind.
Yes. And I could have a wool elevator going down to the ground level, and maybe having some little bridges and stuff going around over the lava lake below for people to wander about. But just fall down. Yeah, that's a good place. You ain't down there?
I took like 3 hearts of damage.
Wow. I haven't got... I've got Feather Falling 4 on mine as well.
Go for it.
Do I risk it?
Yeah.
Risk it for a biscuit. I am going to say goodbye to the viewers first, though, just in case I die. Hi, guys.
Goodbye mid jump.
And a 360 jump off the backwards. Yeah, let's do this. Way! And, wow. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Thank you very much for watching, folks. 3 hearts of damage. Not too bad at all. We will see you in the next episode of Hypermine.
Woohoo!